All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and our good friend Adriana stopped by from Adavino with some great wine. She's developed put together an incredible portfolio of small producers with wineries like David Arthur, Carne Humana, Aaron Pot stuff, Ravana. I mean, just an incredible lineup of wines, all small producers, mostly estate bottle juice. And this David Arthur stuff is just outstanding. I'm glad to see a white wine finally back in the marketplace from David. His Napa Chardonnay 2011. And it's funny, he tells a story about how he originally planted Chardonnay up on Pritchard Hill. Oh, bad idea. You know, much better for Cabernet up there. Figured that out. All this Chardonnay now comes from the valley floor. And this is a really nice, ripe, and delicious style of Chardonnay. As Napa Valley Chardonnays go, creme brulee, vanilla bean notes. And really on the second day, this wine opened up beautifully. You know, I raised the score a little bit because, 2011 doesn't have a great reputation in Napa. They had a lot of problems, but they managed to turn out an excellent Chardonnay from this vintage. Really bright and fresh, that green apple, lemon, citrus fruit, and nice touch of oak spice. Really lovely balance in this wine, that cinnamon and nutmeg nuance from the oak showing on the finish, and even richer on the second day, the sign of a very well-made wine. Excellent juice. The Alexana Pinot Noir 2011, new release, 2010-11, two great vintages, back-to-back, cooler years, and this Dundee Hills vineyard that Dr. Ravana purchased up here, just, I mean, incredible. 2001, he purchased it, and Len Penner Ash made this wine, one of the top winemakers. There are very pretty bouquet here of red berries, strawberries, black raspberries, kind of exotic spices, floral notes, really smooth and silky texture on the tongue. One of the things we love about Pinot Noir is that sexy texture that it has on your palate, and that nuance, that floral spice, and coming through on the finish, again with lovely freshness, a classic vintage, the 2011. Excellent juice. The Carne Humana red, this is a big red, man. These wines are 15 plus points of alcohol, but still lovely balance, made by Derek Biter, who's the nephew of Chuck Wagner, made at Camus, I believe. A blend of 40% Petit Verdot, 40% Petit Syrah, the rest Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, and Zinfandel. And this wine is big and fruity, man. You know, like I said, liqueur-like fruit, really rich, concentrated, black pepper spice, black licorice, espresso, really big and chewy on the tongue. Sweet liqueur-like fruit, but really nice savoriness to the finish. This wine brings it all back together with that acidity at the end and sweet tobacco spice. Really excellent bottle of wine. If you like that big, in-your-face, Camus-like even, well, not really. Anyways, $38.25, an excellent bottle of in-your-face red. St. Helena Winery Cabernet Sauvignon. Aaron Pott is making this wine from a small 8-acre estate in St. Helena right next to Charles Krug Winery, and a bit of Petit Verdot in the blend here. A good amount of cedar and cigar box spice to the nose, black currants, cassis berry fruit with fresh earth and touch of eucalyptus in there as well. Good amount of that dark berry fruit, currants and cherries on the tongue with a zesty, savory finish. Really elegant and well-balanced Cabernet Sauvignon with that cigar box spice showing at the end at $79.50. And then the Simpa Block 1. This wine is made by Peter Story, and the next few vintages will be made by Aaron Potts. 2% Petit Verdot in the blend. Dark, rich earth here. Some lovely spice notes to the currant and cassis berry fruit, and really well-endowed bouquet of aromas here. Some brown spice, leathery nuance to the bouquet as well. Big wine, but very smooth and silky texture on the tongue. 2007, a great vintage, a really balanced vintage, you know, as far as the wines of Napa go. Some nice earth and cigar box spice on the finish. Most excellent juice. This wine showing even better on the second day, so we knocked it up, but give it up a notch up in terms of our score. And then the pot wine. That's right, we're selling pot here at the Wine Watch. Aaron Potts wine, that is. Still not legal to sell pot in the state of Florida. It is in several other states. But we can't sell Mr. Potts wine. And this La Carta de la Territoire from the Young Inglenook Vineyard in St. Helena, mostly Cabernet Franc with a touch of Merlot in it. Only 75 cases produced. These wines are mind-blowing that Pot is making, I think. Really typical Cabernet Franc bouquet, some peppery spice, violet, floral, lavender notes, dark raspberry, dark cherry fruit here. A big and chewy wine on the tongue with a lot of everything. And this wine really big and layered and showing up in spades even on the second day. This bright black raspberry, blackberry fruits, and really balanced. And like I said, this wine on the second day showing even more on the nose, and just a longer finish. Dry tannins at the end, but that's Cabernet Franc. This wine has got a lot of fruit to balance it out. It just needs a little bit of time. 2010, a very classic vintage, most excellent, one of the best Cabernet Francs that I've had ever from Napa Valley. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.